this year, students have accrued over $1 billion in student debt, and if the wealthy paid taxes, we'd have plenty of revenue to do everything we want as long as we get our priorities straight.
We became more focused on athletics. We became more focused on ourselves and just getting through our 4 years and graduating. That's not the direction we should be going. That is not the tradition of the University of Oregon.
We are not short of resources in Oregon. We can dog on it. Well, it's a bunch of seven-figure income corporate suits.
It's your disgrace. Smash up your place. That's just polite. That's just polite. Once upon a time when crack was gold and hip-hop was not yet platinum sold, I scoured the streets for stacks to fold. My mood like my hair was relaxed and blowed. I hated police and my teachers were beasts. My heat in the trunk of the classic Caprice. The one university I knew was Yale, so I cooked it, bagged it, put it on sale. Now philosophically you'd be opposed to one inhaling coke by a mouth or the nose, but economically I would propose that you go eat a dick as employment it froze. And I felt like an abandoned child, left to fend for myself in the wild, while every courtroom judge and gavel, whether to bury me under the gravel or at the bottom of the finest malt ale. Observe, you find without fail that in every neighborhood and penitentiary there exist many others who are similar to me, and we are the ones. We'll seal your fate, tear down your state, go get your guns. We came to fight. It's your disgrace. Smash up your place. That's just polite. That's just polite. Check it out.
Good introduction, but I kind of want to talk to you all about what I think it means to be a duck and to go to the University of Oregon. A lot of people tend to associate our university for some reason with athletics and excellence in sports. And I'm here to tell you that that is not our history, that is not our tradition, that is a recent development, that's something we need to push back against. We can go back to the 1960s during the Vietnam era. Students on this campus, and not that I'm endorsing violence, threw a Molotov cocktail through the ROTC building in protest of the Vietnam War. Students on this campus also threw rocks at Johnson Hall in protest of our involvement with the Vietnam War. Students on this campus fucked shit up because of the Vietnam War. That was a big deal. Progressing on about 10 years, you see that street over there, 13th Street? That was part of Eugene's public streets. Cars drove through that all the time. It was dangerous for students and bikers. Do you know how we got that street for the university? Students built a fucking barricade down there and protected it against cars ramming it for 1 week. Until finally the city gave up and sold the street to this university for $1. That was students. We did that. Fast forward to 1999. In the news around that time had been a lot of talk around sweatshop labor. And one Phil Knight, I'll just go ahead and throw his name out there. A lot of students thought it was really messed up that our universities were contracting out to sweatshops to clothe ourselves. That we were literally building what we had off the backs of the third world countries. So in response, a group called USAS, United Students Against Sweatshops, came up with the Workers' Rights Consortium, which was an organization that was around to investigate workers' practices all across the world. And that includes Nike factories. Nike didn't like this organization. Do you wonder why? It's because they said Nike was doing fucked up things in their factories and that we shouldn't buy from them. So students here on this campus had an Occupy movement, way before the Occupy movement, occupied the lawn outside of Johnson Hall for 2 weeks, demanding that we join the Workers' Rights Consortium and we abide by their investigations. Now this is where the story gets kind of sad. Our president at the time was Frohnmeyer, and he agreed. He agreed to join the Workers' Rights Consortium, to pay dues, and to abide by what they had to say. At that time, Phil Knight issued an open letter to our university saying if we went ahead with this, he would not donate any more money to our university. That is him blackmailing our university. Fuck that. Guess who gave into it? Frohnmeyer. Guess what killed the student movement? Frohnmeyer. All those students who were camping out front who thought they had won that victory had to go home with nothing. And from then on, the student movement died down in the University of Oregon. We became more focused on athletics. We became more focused on ourselves and just getting through our 4 years and graduating. That's not the direction we should be going. That is not the tradition of the University of Oregon. We are the agitators of this country. The student movement has begun on this campus. And we need to reclaim that. We need to take that back. There are so many issues out there right now that need dealing with. We're still in Iraq. We're still in Afghanistan. Tuition is going up. Poverty is at an all-time high. People are hungry. Why the fuck aren't we doing anything about it? I'll tell you why. It's because we don't think we can, and that's not true. History has shown us that when students get together and when students put their mind to anything, good things happen. And I would argue that nothing good in this country, no good social movement, has been won without the support of students. That's on us. We need to build a movement, and we need to win real victories for the people of this country and the people of this world. So with that, the next time someone asks you, oh, how Oregon's football team's doing, you should tell them, ask me about the activism on campus. Ask me about what groups I'm involved in. Because you should be involved in groups. You should be involved in activism, because you are a student. That is your duty. As a Duck and as a member of the University of Oregon. Thank you.